We Are All the Same, Ruth Khumalo's story. I was born in 1950, unfortunate to have never seen the thousands of hills and gaze out onto the high grasslands that could have been perfect for livestock and farming. Zululand had no longer exist on the maps of South Africa, and the life living under the official parameters of apartheid began to take action in 1948 when black South Africans were reinforced to be segregated among the whites in the country. We were placed in segregated townships near the urban center, which brutally affected my family, especially my dear grandson. Many black South African citizens have become inferior human beings, powerless in participating in a civilized society, and were limited to any kind of access only if the minority of whites can offer. Life for me was despairing. An opportunity for a better life was impossible. I couldn't read or write, never got the chance to attend school, never stepped foot into a hospital or a clinic or a dentist, had never been spoiled with accessories a girl wished she could have. I was basically living day to day, hoping for a better future for me and my family. I had a number of children during my years as a teenager. Women in our village were naturally never formally married. It was not unusual among Zulu women. Raising my children had become a big part of my life, even with their father absent, because I found it unimportant to have a man in the household. It was like that for everyone. I knew it would always be that way. Nothing has changed for us Zulus, and nothing will change until the day my precious grandson, Cozy Zolani, was born. Of my three daughters, Daphne was born in 1969 when I was 19 years old. Had attended school, but unfortunately I knew her life was going to be the same as mine. My Daphne was also a child at a young age. After her first daughter, a second one came unexpectedly, and I had gazed at her pregnant body. The family had usually poked fun at each other by making jokes and becoming nosy individuals, something a family is comfortably at doing. I laughed and knew she was kidding. Even her sisters wouldn't believe she was 8 months pregnant. I was surprised to see her stomach smaller, as if the child had occupied so little space in her womb. I would soon find out that Daphne had contracted AIDS during this pregnancy. The village knew AIDS was a major issue, as millions of lives were secretly taken away. My daughter and grandson would soon die, and I couldn't do anything about it. Stigmatism is often a major issue in the village. No one didn't want to contract this virus, and would be too ashamed. One thing I knew for sure, after Daphne got her checkup, the doctor had snitched and called her employer about her condition and was fired at the spot. I was so upset and sad, not at Daphne, but how the world was going to take away my family's life. She had struggled enough by finding odd jobs and providing the family with shelter and care. I was clearly upset as time went on and began to consult with the white woman who Daphne had approached and took care of Cozy. My Cozy was absolutely blessed to be taken care of in Gail Johnson's AIDS Care Center. I knew my grandson had made a big difference in the AIDS awareness world, and I wanted to see him more because he had lived a longer life I wasn't expected to. Cozy was blessed, but didn't know his own family's roots and culture. I was absolutely outraged how Cozy wasn't able to spend more time with his grandmother and aunt. But as long as he was happy and got to attend school was all I ever wanted for him. My beloved Daphne and Cozy were both taken away from me in a time too soon and too little.